Welcome, students. Today we will start a new chapter, that is chapter 16 of your NCRT book, Garbage In, Garbage Out. Now, what do you mean by waste material? That is the waste means the material which is discarded, and the waste material, that is all the rubbish, especially the household waste. This is generally called as the garbage. Now, the garbage consists of mainly the peels of the fruits and the vegetables, leftover cooked foods, and fallen leaves are exactly they are thrown into the garbages, and they are considered as the waste or the garbage. Now, all the plastic materials are also used or can be considered as garbage, and also waste paper, the paper which is of no use, this paper is also can be considered as the garbage. And say for every household, like some old unwanted and useless plastic objects, say for example the polythene bags, plastic bottles, and containers, then broken plastic toys, etc., they can be thrown into the garbage. And not only the plastic or the paper item, but also the item which is made up of glass, say for example the glass bottles, container, broken window pane, broken aluminium foil, rusted iron grills, all these are considered as they can be thrown into the garbage. So in this context, the old clothes, discarded shoes, sleepers, these can also be considered as the garbage. That means the material, you can see all the material which are of no use, that means which has already been considered as discarded, these materials are thrown into the garbage. So now here comes the question, that is, how can we deal with the garbage? Like, in order to deal with the garbage, we should have to know, that is, the garbage has two types of components in it. Two types of component means, one is the useful component and another one is the useless component. So what do you mean by useful component? That means the material or the things which are present on the garbage, these can be converted into the useful product, recycled or reused. So either they can be converted into useful product or useful component, or they can be used as recycled, or they can be reused. So these are the useful components. And another part of the garbage that can neither be used in any way, that is, we had discussed or we had mentioned the three types, that is, either they can be used or reused or recycled. In case of useless component, nothing could be done. So the useless component of the garbage definitely have no further use. Now, useful component of the garbage can also be categorized into two types. First one is fruit and vegetable peel, leftover cooked food, which can also be called as kitchen waste, and also say fallen leaves, etc. They can be either converted into compost. Now what is compost? That is the manure we give to the plant. And also another substances like the used paper, some plastic, glass, metal article, they can be recycled or they can be reused. So useful components have something, they have something to positive role to play. So the final step of the in dealing with the garbage is to separate the useful part of the garbage, which can be converted. Useful part means which can be converted into the into a compost, or they can be recycled, or they can be reused, or from the non useful part which cannot be used at all. So the separation of the useful part of the garbage can also done at home, um, or I mean by ourselves only we can do this separation at home. Okay. Now some garbages they can rot, or on the other hand some garbages cannot rot. So by depending on this property we can categorize garbage into two products. One is biodegradable, another one is non biodegradable. So by the in the picture only you can see biodegradable means the vegetable peels, the paper, the wood. On the other hand, non-biodegradable means the plastic bag, glass bottle, can, they can be considered as non-biodegradable. So what is biodegradable? That means the part of the garbage which can decompose in the nature to form the harmless substance naturally. Like we don't have to apply any other processes to make them decompose. They can be decomposed in a natural way. So what are the examples? That is all the plant leftover part, that is plant fruit, vegetables, peels, leaves, paper, cotton, jute, whatever. And from the animals like wool, silk, leather, cow dung, these are all biodegradable or organic waste. So by the name itself you can understand biodegradable, that means the substances which can be degraded naturally. Okay. Next one is the non biodegradable, that is the part of the garbage which cannot decompose in the nature, not in by natural process. Like if you keep that substance, say if you keep a plastic, um, or a glass or a metal object in the environment, they will not be decomposed naturally. So any waste which cannot be obtained from the plants or the animal sources are considered to be as non biodegradable waste. Okay, so here we can understand the non degradable waste is definitely harmful for the nature because they remain on the nature, they cannot be decomposed into simple substances on their own. So, getting rid of non biodegradable garbage is a problem. Why it is a problem? Because it does not rot or decay when buried. Now, so that is why it is always advisable to generate more the biodegradable waste which has lesser chance of getting polluted, and for those waste there is lesser chance the environment to be polluted. Okay. Now, so biodegradable, here we can see it is the material which can be decomposed by microorganisms. So what are the microorganisms? That is the bacteria, enzyme, that is the sorry, bacteria, fungi, etc., by which they can be degraded. And non biodegradable waste, that is which cannot be degraded, they cannot rot. So in the picture always you can see the pictures of the some of the non biodegradable waste. Now The biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste has to be separated into separate bins. In the picture you can see the bottle, the empty bottle is left in the separate bin, that is blue colored bin, which is known as non biodegradable bin. That means the bin where non biodegradable wastes are left. On the other hand, we can see green colored bin where biodegradable material or the wastes has been discarded. In the picture you can see it is a banana peel. They can be left over, or they can be thrown into the bin which contains biodegradable waste. So generally it is seen in the picture only, you can see in some cities and towns the municipality itself provides the two dustbin. That means two types of dustbin for collecting two types of garbages. Now they, one is obviously green color, one is blue color. The color difference is to identify. The green color dustbin means for collection of the plant and animal waste. Why it is green color? Because they are organic origin. They can be obtained from the plant body as well as from the animal body, and later on they can be converted into compost. And another bin, that is the blue dustbin, which is there for collecting the waste material such as plastic, glass objects, metal articles. Why are they? Because they can be recycled and used again. So the blue dustbin normally cannot be, the product normally cannot be used. The obtained, which is I mean the methods or the substances which can be found in the blue dustbin can be recycled and used again. So for today's class we had learned what is biodegradable, what is non biodegradable waste, then the use of what is garbage, what is waste, and then the two types of bins to collecting the garbage. In the next class we will continue with the further discussion. Till then, all of you stay safe, stay home. Thank you.